Hello everyone. Welcome back if you're not new to the channel, and if you are, welcome to the channel. Yes, this week's video is different because I'm doing a face reveal. I tried to make it look like my Minecraft character, which was originally supposed to be based on myself, just without the facial hair. But uh, I, I tried to make this. I'm not an artsy craftsy type guy. Like, not really good with spray paint, so I've got the jacket. I can't lift the chair up, so it's broken. So, yeah, got my script here. Anyway, yeah, best I could do. So, y'all saw the title. The truth about Goku versus Saitama, and Saitama's actual power level. This is a highly debated topic, and if you don't know, they're anime characters. Goku is the main character from the Dragon Ball series, you know, saga. Um, I'm still new to that anime. Okay, I'm watching that, but anyway, he's powerful, and Saitama is a businessman turned superhero who can supposedly kill anyone with a single punch. Hence the name One Punch Man. He's also a parody of Goku from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, etc. Um, and the fan bases decide to pit the two against each other. And, well, I wouldn't really be making this video, but you see the toxic fans. Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing the toxic fans get all, rude and stuff about it. I don't mind talking about anime, but, I don't really like arguing. So I did some digging and realized something that nobody else seems to mention. First, I'll give you guys a fact, which everyone seems to know. Everyone pretty much agrees on. Okay? But the implications of it, no one seems to really think out. Then I'll give you guys a theory of my own. Okay? Feel free to challenge anything I say here in the comment section. I will be listening, and if y'all have a good argument, I will respond accordingly. But y'all better have proof. And I mean basically any information available prior to this video coming out, okay? No coming here in like 10 years or so, or whenever they finish One Punch Man and saying, oh, you're wrong about this, I proved you wrong. No, no. Using only the information available at the time this video comes out. Also, I did read somewhere about, them making Goku an angel or a god, and I don't even know if that's canon or not. Like I said, I'm still trying to watch that. So, you know what? We won't be including that. It's just Ultra Instinct Goku. And you know what? Doesn't even matter. We don't even need Goku's limits in the first place. So, let's get into it. What no one can dispute is that we don't know Saitama's limits. We literally do not know. We cannot even guess. And yeah, the series makes it look like there's hints, but whether this is intentional or accidental, no. You can use nothing from the anime to actually determine Saitama's limits. It's impossible. And the implication of that? We cannot determine if Goku would win or Saitama. Basically, it's, we can see Goku reach his limits all the time. Yeah, we see that all the time. But Saitama? No, not even close. Or maybe. We don't know. I'll get into that. But, yeah, we can see Goku's limits. But for all we know, Saitama's limits might be way higher than Goku's. Or they could be nothing compared to Goku. We do not know. And y'all might bring up the fight with Boros from One Punch Man. And more specifically, the Serious Punch. But you can't use that. No. Nice try, though. You see, everyone, the entire fan base is in agreement. Well, almost the entire fan base is in agreement that Saitama did not use his full power. He did not use 100% of his power in the Serious Punch. Okay? But if you look all over the internet, almost every single person has a different percentage of power. Basically, like, 20%, 30%, 50%. I've seen the rare instance in which it's, someone believes he used all of his power. 1%, 2%. I've seen it all. Okay? But you see, the thing is, no one corrects them. No one corrects any of them. But you see, the thing is, it's because no one really knows. Y'all are really pulling that number out of a place I ain't gonna ask, but nowhere in the anime or manga is there any indication of how much power is being used. So yeah, if you want to bring that up in the comments, don't matter. I'll just ignore your argument right there. Your argument's invalid at that point, because, right there you're giving me false information. You don't know for a fact that it's 50% or 20% or 2% or 1%. You don't know that. I don't know that. Only the creators know that. And I think they're keeping it secret for a reason. Just to, for the action and suspense, because, I guess. I mean, you can see the same thing in Bleach. Right? That's another anime that I like. Maybe I'll make that another video, But you don't really see anyone. The good guys, you never see their true power levels. Yeah, I might make that another video if that blows up in the comments. But anyway, even if you're right, even if your 20% or 40% or whatever percentage you guessed is correct, it's just luck. Because, you didn't use any sort of math or science or measuring or anything to come up with that. You didn't use any canon information. You just looked at it and guessed. No. So basically, it's a percent, or it's an equation. X times Y equals Z. Z is the Serious Punch. Y is the percentage of his true power. And X is his true power. We have Z. There was another YouTuber who calculated how much power was in the Serious Punch. Okay? But we don't have X and we don't have Y. Without Y, we cannot find X. And without X, we cannot find Y. So basically the answer to the, who would win in the fight between Goku versus Saitama? Right now, I mean, pretty much anyone you go, everyone wants to see the fight. But really, there's not many fan-made animations out there that will give you an accurate fight, because in reality, we don't know what accurate will be. There was one where it showed Goku kept powering up, and then, they were having an arm. It ended with them just having an arm wrestle, and you never see who wins. That is literally the most accurate portrayal of their fight on the internet. That is my argument. If it turns out that, Goku's stronger, then Goku's stronger. Okay? I could see that being a possibility. If it turns out that Saitama's stronger, cool. I personally hope it'll be Saitama just because he's the parody of One Punch Man. And, I mean, the joke of the show is that he doesn't get a challenge, so, if he were to actually fight Goku, then Goku would lose. But we're not gonna throw that. I'm not gonna throw that argument. No. Who mathematically would win? That is what I want to know. That is what we all want to know. And that is what none of us know. So yeah, y'all can't really disprove any of that, because we don't know his true power level, so we cannot 100% say for certain who would win that fight. That is the answer to Saitama versus Goku. I mean, if I have missed something in the comments, you can say so. Tell me where to find it. I mean, maybe, just maybe there is something I missed, but I truly believe that what I have put here is an absolute fact. And now for a theory. I won't say this one is totally true, but it is one I really believe. Okay. I've gone through the manga, I've gone through the anime. I think that it is very highly likely that what I'm about to put is true. Okay. So, the fight between Saitama and Boros. In the end, the serious punch. Well, I believe that it is a lot weaker than we think it is. Like, compared to his true power. Like, it's not as... Like, in terms of how much power he truly has, I personally don't think it's as powerful as it's made to look. Okay? And again, feel free to try and disprove me, but if you're going to do that, I want, if you're going to try and disprove me, do so that, I'm wrong beyond a shadow of a doubt, because this is a theory, okay? It's not supposed to be exactly correct, but it's just another way of looking at it, alright? So yeah, if you want to try and disprove me, try and do so that, I'm wrong beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I'll be looking forward to the comments, okay? I mean, I'm just doing this for the fun of it, and to get back at all those toxic fans that annoy me so much, You can go ahead and be toxic, I'll just ignore your argument. Yeah. And if someone else, gives me the same argument, but they're nice about it, credit goes to them. Because, shouldn't have been rude. So, I'll be showing clips of the fight. Link will be down in the description. So basically, the way I see it. So basically, Saitama first punches Boros, right? And you can see it in the look on his face. He's slightly surprised when Boros survives the hit. Right. They exchange blows for a while, Boros getting more powerful. And then eventually Saitama gets launched to the moon, jumps back, and then, the fight ends up concluding with Saitama's serious punch. And, if you just watch it, I mean, it'll look like, yeah, Saitama really, the serious punch was like a really powerful move that finally ended the battle between these two titans. But if you break it down, at least when I break it down, it kind of looks a bit different to me. It's like the whole thing just seems kind of suspicious. Like y'all are looking at it from face value. Let's break it down. The first punch fails to kill Boros, which might make you think, oh wow, he's not One Punch Man because he failed to kill Boros in one punch. But, well, that's just wrong because, he just simply wasn't hitting hard enough. Saitama, so far, has the strength to kill anyone he's come across in one punch. He just has to hit them hard enough. So his record stands as one punch. And of course, at the end, his serious punch, which is way stronger, which literally basically cuts right through a move that was calculated to be as strong as the Death Star cannon. Okay? Basically a planet-killing move, and he just cuts through it with a single punch. So yeah, One Punch Man. The name still stands. Alright. And the look of surprise. Well, Boros was the first person to actually survive one of Saitama's punches. The first one. Up to that point, it's been one punch. So yeah, no one up to this point has survived a single one of Saitama's punches. Okay? So yeah, he's slightly surprised. But yeah, that was a normal punch. But then the following fight ensues, right? And they trade blows for a while. And you know what I noticed? It kind of felt similar to the fight between Saitama and Genos, or not fight, sparring match. Yeah. Just the way Saitama acted, just dodging. And I mean, it was a bit different. He did throw some punches back. But yeah, I mean, the whole time he had a look of boredom on his face. It's just, yeah, he never took it seriously 1 second during the exchange. Yeah, Boros never did any damage whatsoever to him. Alright? And you might look at Saitama's torn outfit and all the, drawn on lines and say that, oh, look, that's bruising. No. That is not bruising. I think that if Boros even came close to bruising Saitama, that exchange would have been a lot different because no one's even come close to injuring Saitama whatsoever up till this point. So if he finally found someone who could at least come close to injuring him, I think Saitama would have been a bit more enjoyable at that fight. And I mean, so what are those? Dust, debris. They were tearing through a spaceship. He got launched to the moon, which is famously dusty. So why wouldn't it just be dust and dirt and stuff? I mean, Saitama may be near indestructible, but he's not immune to getting dirty. And I mean, his outfit isn't indestructible, so yeah. And then, of course, there's the look on Saitama's face when he's on the moon. It's just that bored expression, the bored expression to me of someone who would be thinking, you know, for a move that just literally launched me to the moon, I think I feel like that should have hurt a bit at all. But no, it's just whatever. And then he just jumped back. And then, when he actually smiled, it was like, cool, made it back. So, yeah, that was the most entertaining part of that battle to him. And then, of course, there's the fact that Saitama had no blood on him. He was not bleeding at all, which, you know, typically when someone is injured in this anime, there's blood. I mean, unless you're Genos or something. They're not afraid to show blood in this anime, so. And, you might be thinking, well, you don't know that he would act that way. I mean, even if he came close to being injured. Well, we have actually seen him get injured in a fight before. You see, the dream with the subterraneans. And I know y'all, some of y'all, well, all y'all are going to be like, well, hey, that was just a dream. You can't use that. Well, okay. You cannot take measurements from that. No, you can't measure strengths or, power levels. You can't really take any measurement, any physical measurement, because it's a dream. It's the mind, okay? So don't. Don't take any sort of measurements from that. But there is one thing we can take. Saitama himself. His reaction. Up to that point in the anime, to him, it it wasn't real. To him, it was real. He didn't know he was dreaming. To him, and to us when we were watching it for the first time, it was real. It was actually happening. Someone was actually able to injure him and take a punch. And now something is actually able to cause him to bleed. That's, that reaction, you don't see a hint of that reaction when he fights Boros. You don't see any of that. So I truly cannot even think that Boros would ever come close to injuring Saitama in any way. Yeah. So let's move on to the final point. One last little detail that I feel like, by now a lot of people have mentioned in the comments. The serious punch. Y'all might be saying that, oh, Saitama got serious at the end of it, so, when Boros used the strongest attack, Saitama felt threatened. Okay, I could see why you say that. From watching that, I could see that being the case. But I don't think it was. No, no, no. You see, if you watch it, manga, anime, whatever, I'm going to play the clip. Did you hear what Boros said? You see, his move wasn't just targeting Saitama. It was targeting the Earth. The entire planet and everyone on it was in danger. Saitama may not be the smartest guy, but I think even he knows that he's a bit stronger than the average Earthling. Okay? And one thing that has not changed about Saitama is that he is a hero. From the beginning of the series, from that battle with Creblante, we've seen him put his life on the line to protect the weak, to be a hero. He is a hero. So if the Earth is threatened, that's plenty reason for even Saitama to become serious, even if he is not in danger at all. And I believe that if Boros had only targeted that attack at Saitama, then Saitama would have just tanked it. No problem. He would not have used a serious punch, because there would have been no reason to get serious. But the world was in danger, so he protected it, like the hero he is. Boros even says at the end of the fight that, there was nothing he could have done against him. That, he had no chance against Saitama at all. So, even his final attack would have done nothing. Boros acknowledged that. Basically, at that point, I feel that Saitama was like, okay, this is your final attack and it's starting the world. Okay, I'm going to use my final attack too. And so, basically to end the fight, so that, the world would be safe. Killer move. It was intended to kill Boros. He only called it serious because he was at that point serious. He was taking the situation seriously. The Earth was in danger. Serious situation right there. I mean, you can say it's a special punch or something because it's a serious punch, but really it's just a normal punch with a bit more power than any other. The name serious doesn't come from the punch itself, it comes from, how Saitama's just feeling at that moment, He's taking the fight seriously. If he's taking the fight seriously, then every punch he throws is a serious punch. I feel that people are sort of looking at the serious punch like it's its own move, I guess. So yeah, killer move, throw a punch that intent to kill. And if you think about it, it may not be the first serious punch that we see in the series. In his sparring session with Genos, he throws a punch that leaves those tunnels through the mountain, creates another Grand Canyon behind Genos. Alright? Right? That was when he took the sparring session seriously. And so that would be a serious punch. Okay? Yeah, it was weaker than the one he used against Boros, but, I still feel that that punch was basically a serious punch with intent to kill its target, which, he stopped right before he actually did. Yeah. And I think that, after having, exchanged blows with Boros for that long, I think, Saitama would know, well, would be able to at least spitball how much power would be required to, one-punch Boros. Which is why the serious punch didn't exactly kill him. It was like, yeah, this should be good enough to save the Earth. Yeah. So why would the serious punch be anywhere close to his true power? Why would it even be, 0.1% or 0.01% of his true power? Okay? I honestly don't think it's that much. Could be. I could be wrong. I mean, this is just a theory after all. So yeah, I think, well, it doesn't outright prove that it doesn't even come close to what anyone guesses to be how much power, what percentage of his true power it was. I think it's at least a decent case. For all we know, it could be proven wrong in future installments of the series. That's why it's just a theory. Wait, wait. Will I get sued if I say that? Whatever. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you disagree, well, even if you disagree, don't just like it if you agree or not. Like it if it's a valuable or a valid argument. Okay? And then you can try to disagree with me in the comments section and, discuss it further. And if you're new to this channel, well, this isn't my usual type of content. I'm mostly gaming and stuff, but anyway, I figured I'd do this for now. Anyway, have a good day, my friends. Sayonara.